Which one of these two flips do you think is harder to learn? You may think the cart full is clearly a harder trick because you're literally doing a backflip, but with a twist. But some of you may actually find it easier to learn.
Can you guess why it may be easier to learn? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you can't, you'll have to watch till the end to find out. But for now, let's learn how to cart full.
And here's how. Step 1, warm up. Step number 2 is going to be a simple cartwheel. For step number 3, we're going to do a cartwheel again. Then we are going to add a quarter turn, and then we're going to do a roll. Step number 4, find a soft place to land. Ideally, this would be an air track and the gymnastics mat, but to prove that this is possible anywhere, we're going to do it from grass into a classic gravel pit that you can find on pretty much any playground. On this new surface, we're going to go back to step number 3. We're going to do cartwheel, quarter turn, and then roll. Practice this as much as you need to make it feel comfortable. In step number 5, we're going to skip the quarter turn and go straight into the roll from our cartwheel. So we go cartwheel, roll. In step number 6, we're going to add a little jump. And the way you would add a jump into a roll is by popping up your butt like this, okay? So we are going to do our cartwheel, and then from this position, we're going to pop up into our roll, okay? So cartwheel, pop. You want to make sure that this pop is really pronounced. If the pop isn't there, then the whole thing is not going to work, okay? So practice until you can really get the pop. It should feel like you're jumping up and then diving down. You're truly like diving towards the ground. If it feels like you're reaching for something over there, that's not it. You want to feel like you're jumping up and then diving down towards the ground. To move on to the next step, it should look something like this. If it doesn't look like that, don't worry, just keep practicing. If it does, congratulations, you have now done 40% of a cart full. You have done 40% of the twist, and you have done 40% of the flip. Now this is where you really want a soft surface. I've realized that this is not as soft as I had hoped, so please don't try this into a pit like this. Go to a trampoline park, go to a gymnastics center, find a used mattress on eBay for like $0. It's not hard to find. Don't break your back, find something soft to land on, and move on to the next step, which is gonna be adding more of what you're already doing. So we're gonna want more pop, okay? Really pop right here. Get your ass up. You're also gonna wanna turn in more. To do the forwards roll, you had to drop your left shoulder a bit, okay? So in the next step, we're gonna do the same thing, but instead of stopping here, we're gonna keep going, okay? And to get more flip, we're also going to tense our core and we're going to bring everything in, okay? We wanna be a bit more tight and we wanna have a lot of tension in our body. So we're gonna go up and in, keep going in. Don't open up for the roll, keep going in, and also bring your legs in. This is a lot to change all at once. So here's where to start. This has helped every person I've taught so far. You just wanna try going from here to here. Just practice doing this. And if you add this to your cartwheel roll, it's going to look something like this.
Now, this is a very hesitant and low power demonstration, but that's probably what it's gonna look like. So let's look at what you need to focus on. We are going to do our cartwheel. Out of our cartwheel, we're going to pop up, and this is what you're used to. This is why you would usually reach for the ground, but instead, we're going to use our arms and start twisting to the side like we practiced earlier. And that's gonna send you flying straight onto your side.
And like I said, this is gonna be painful if you don't have a soft mat to land on. So make sure your landing is soft. But from this point, you should be able to just add more power, more tension, and keep trying until you land your first cart full.
Now, let's find out why the cart fall may be easier to learn. In terms of the amount of power you need, they're quite similar, but I would say that the cart fall is slightly easier. When it comes to technique, the cart fall is a bit more complex, but here's where it gets interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to the moon.
Most people are absolutely terrified of jumping backwards over their neck. So because you can work up to the cart fall without ever having to flip straight backwards over your head, I think the cart fall is actually easier for a lot of people to learn, given they have access to the right training environment. Let me know your thoughts and what you want to see next, and I'll see you soon.